Hello, this is Top Prep Sports Interviews by Sunil Sundaraj. Tonight, I'm happy to be speaking with Landon Copass, a senior at Legacy Christian Academy of Bowling Green in Bowling Green, Kentucky, and a point guard of the varsity basketball team. Once again, Landon, thank you so much for taking time out to speak with me. It's great to, speak with another high school basketball athlete, across the country. Congrats on your success so far here in your
Thank you.
senior season. Can you just talk about up to this point, you have put up absolutely, again, incredible numbers. Just everything is clicking on all cylinders for you, Landon.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, if you could just talk about it so far, said the season, Landon.
Honestly, I didn't kind of expect myself to, do what I was doing, honestly.
Yeah.
Because comparing to last year until now, I really wasn't putting up the numbers I was doing last year. So, I don't know, I've been working out over the summer and trying to get faster and stronger and to be able to get smarter with the game and stuff. So, it's helped a lot. It's changed me, definitely.
Yeah, it's wonderful to hear. And I wanted to ask you, there was the Pensacola Christian College basketball camp that you attended back in July. Your team won the 5-on-5 championship, and you received an award for the best defensive player in the camp. So I'm sure that was something that definitely aided you and helped you, I said, in terms of preparing, for this season, Landon.
Yeah, I did. As being a senior, I'm kind of I have to play because the team's on me. So being a point guard and the captain of my senior team, it's I need to play at my very best, because if I don't, then the whole team's not going to have the same energy as as us, and so we're not going to be able to play the best. So I think me playing the best and playing the best defense, it sets a tone for our team.
Yeah, excellent point you made. And I want to ask you, this was, a couple weeks back, but through 4 games, you were averaging 22.3 points per game, 10.8 assists, 9.3 rebounds. Just 37 steals. As I said, you stand tall at 5'11", 155 pounds. If that's not, as I said before we came on there, if that's not inspirational and motivation for any, kid out there, I don't know what is. But when you think about it, the fact that you impact the game in so many areas, that's got to be a good feeling, that the fact that you can contribute in that fashion.
Yeah, it is. I need to be that way anyway as a senior and a captain, so I can be good for my team. Set pace and energy.
Yeah, no, well said. Yeah, the fact that both on offense and defense, and I'm just wondering from your perspective, from an athlete's perspective, when you're out there on the court, what is going through your mind? What is transpiring in terms on both ends of the floor for you, Landon?
I guess from last year to this year, I told myself to slow the game down a lot more, because I do play at a fast pace, but I want to play fast, but I also want to play very slow and to slow the game down in my mind.
Mm-hmm.
But as contributing the points, if I can play defense and get steals, then I can just score off of that. And that's that's mostly what I do. I score in transition just off of rebounds and steals.
Mm-hmm.
Overall, it's been really good lately with our team and stuff. We're on a roll right now.
That's terrific to hear. Hey, what does it mean to put that number 2 legacy jersey on every time you take the court, Landon?
It's special, especially being, at a Christian school and stuff. I always know that I'm have God and all that stuff on my side. But it definitely feels special to be knowing I actually got the opportunity, to go out there and play for a team that really likes me, the teammates that like me. So I love it every day.
Yeah, it's fantastic. As you said, it really falls on your shoulders. It's like you're the quarterback of the team. So really, you're directing traffic out there, in terms of, distributing the ball to, the rest of your teammates. So I'm wondering how, of course, you have to develop that cohesiveness, that chemistry in the off season, and then once you get into practice. So just walk me through that in terms of that preparation, beforehand, because there is so much that really goes into it. You don't step out into the court and then it just all happens. It really takes that, that grit, that determination, to again, work with your teammates. Just talk about that, Landon.
Like our team's very young and very young. So I have to make sure, like we're not messing around before the game. I have to make sure that we're focused and that we're game ready and that we're not going to
Mm,
go out there and just fool out before a game because I've seen it before. I mean, this
yeah,
season, to where like the first quarter we start off really bad and then I would have to, tell them to lock in and they would do good after. But it's just that we just need to be. I just tell them to be focused and that to lock in and that defense, wins games and that's defense is number one thing that I care about and I tell them to work on because I care about that more than just scoring.
yeah. No, that's again outstanding points you make. Hey, I'm wondering, like, before the start of the game, any superstitious rituals or just what you do to really get yourself locked in, before you take the court, Landon?
I mean, I'll pray before I play, but I also
Yeah,
like as soon as like they call my name for like lineups, I do something with my teammate, and then
yeah,
I'll usually just like walk over to the goal and kind of like just like jump around a couple times, and I'm ready to go after that.
yeah. Hey, what was that first game? Knowing this is it, this is the final run for you, your senior year. So I'm wondering, what was that
Yeah.
first game? What was going through your mind? It said, as that first game, transpired, and then once it wrapped up. But what were the emotions of knowing that first game, and then, I mean, knowing this time next year, you're going to be in college, but just walk me through that, Landon.
I mean, most people would be kind of nervous in that situation, but honestly, I mean, I kind of wasn't like feeling anything. Honestly, I just like, I mean, it felt like a normal basketball game to me. So I kind of went out there and just like gonna do my own thing.
Yeah,
But like also, like tell my team this is the first start of the season. We have other guys behind us too that are gonna be ready for the senior year. So,
yeah.
but overall, it felt good though to know this is my last year and that hopefully we can make a big run for like the championship and stuff.
Yeah, no, definitely, lofty goals. Hey, coming off a stellar 2021-22 season, 17.8 points per game, 6 rebounds, 4 steals per game. He shot 60% from the field, 37% from 3-point range, named to first team All State, All Region, All State tournament, All Region tournament. I mean that just again are just amazing stats and numbers that you put up, and those accolades as well. I mean,
Yeah.
personally, that had to feel very fulfilling in terms of knowing that your hard work really paid off on the court.
Yeah, it did because my freshman and sophomore year was kind of a bit of a struggle because I mean, like I play with another Christian team that like we only won like I think 2 or 3 games in 2 years. So I mean,
Okay.
to
Yeah.
be able to go to like a good team and be able to like get those rewards and stuff and win like big games, it felt really good.
Yeah, that's again, that's super. Hey, for you, the game of basketball, and I ask athletes this: what are some of the intangibles that stand out to you in terms of whether it's a game, it's a practice that, I mean, you come back to it year after year, and everybody knows. Again, you want to be the best, which you definitely have, obtained. You have to work 24/7 at it, 365. You can't take a day off. I'm
Yeah.
wondering, just in terms of the fundamentals and skills as well. What is it about this game that makes it so special to play, Landon?
Like I mean, I played basketball all my life, so like I mean, I love like the pace, and the speed that basketball has more than anything.
Yeah,
And like like being able to like, and I know I could score, but I also like like sharing the ball and stuff with my teammates. Like I like being able to get my teammates involved too. I don't like doing everything by myself type
yeah.
thing. So I don't know, just this basketball is just a lot different from everything. I don't know, I just love it. It's always been a thing since I was like kind of born.
Yeah, no, that's magnificent. Hey, there are a couple of essential factors in terms of being an elite athlete: strength and conditioning, nutrition, rest and recovery, and mental health. I just wanted to ask you, those components, how they factor in, just what you've been able to do to keep your
Yeah.
body, your mind, strong, because you know how much of a pounding you take every game. So
Yeah.
it's, again, to maintain that, what is it about you, that you're at that optimal performance every single time out on the court?
Well, like before after every game, I'll usually like I'll drink something like just to keep me like awake, keep my blood sugar going. I usually don't
Hmm.
eat a lot, before
Okay.
after every game. So like it's it's just like I can be able to run around, have the energy, but during games and stuff, I always like want to keep energy and sugar in my body and stuff. So I'll
Hmm.
drink a lot of Gary, but after I'll do a lot of like icing, and I'll do a lot of like red light therapy to keep myself ready for the next game. But also during the weekends when I'm not practicing or playing games, I like to like go out and play pickup just to keep myself in shape, or like
Yeah.
go work out, like keep my strength up and stuff like that.
No, that's great. That's great. Hey, everybody touched on again the physicality of playing athletics, especially basketball, but you have to be mentally sharp as well, because you
Yeah.
easily can lose your focus, during the course of a game. I'm wondering, like, any particular techniques that you employ, or just in terms of really, like, again, having that focus during a game.
Um, I was, I would say, just being like I always tell myself to like lock in like every game. Like, I tell myself like I need to be 100% every game. Like there
Hmm.
doesn't need to be, even when we're playing like a good team or like really bad team, I tell myself like, okay, every game I need to like go 100%. I don't need to like wear down. And if I, just my team really does need me like every day on the court and even practice as well. Like
Yeah.
I go 100% on practice because you always need to. You don't never need to slack off in some way. And I
Yeah.
tell my teammates to do the same way in my pace too.
Yeah, no, that's true. Hey, I'm wondering, when it comes to the college and NBA, any particular, point guards that you pay close attention to and really study, their nuances, and just, maybe sort of take away some of their tendencies and maybe try to like apply it to your game as well, Landon?
Uh, uh, Kyrie Irving's a big one for me. I've
Hmm.
watched Kyrie like because I'm a LeBron fan, so like I've seen him play, with LeBron
Yeah.
and stuff. I really love Kyrie. Um, I've seen Darius Garland highlights. I really like how he is. He's really shifty. But
Hmm.
Kyrie Irving's probably the most person I've watched. Like he's amazing when it comes to dribbling around the court and being able to like do what he does. He's very shifty.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Said a great player, said to definitely, follow. I'm wondering. I just wanted to ask you about this coaching staff. Because I'm sure they play an important role in terms of the team's success as well. So just wanted to give
Yeah.
you that opportunity just to talk about the coaches.
Mhm. Our head coach Sean Cummins. I mean, I really like him. We have a designed amount of plays, but he does make sure he does push us. Even if like because that sometimes I cannot be at my 100%, and sometimes if we are down and losing, sometimes I could put my head down. Sometimes, so he usually will pick me back up and tell me that I'm like the guy of this team, that I need to like set the pace and the tone for everyone.
Hmm.
We have our assistant coach, Blake Austin. He's really awesome because he played high school ball before for
Okay.
Legacy. So yeah, he also like just directs us around and keeps us up. He's like the main person with the voice, especially when it comes to the coaching staff. And so I mean, the coaching staff is amazing.
Yeah. That's fantastic to hear. As we know, Linda, it's just not about being an athlete, it's being a student athlete. You definitely
Yeah,
have been able to really strike a great balance between that, mostly A's and B's, carrying a 3.3 GPA, that attention to detail, being meticulous and thorough, as you've alluded to, taking the notes down, the information regarding homework and, tests, staying up late, to study for tests or finals. Really, again, having that work ethic. I mean, just it's not easy. Everyone is not cut
yeah.
out, for this. You really have to have that time management and organization down. So I'm just wondering, like, for you, I know it's super imperative, just how you've been able to do it, here in high school.
I mean it's definitely tough, especially after games or practice. You're all tired, so like after
Yeah.
like you kind of just want to like lay down and go to bed or like recover and stuff. But like at school, you have to tell yourself to like if you want to play ball, especially for college and now high
Hmm.
school, you have to have good grades or that won't carry over, or that can't carry over with you. You won't be able to get that opportunity. So like
Yeah.
I make sure that I get all my homework done before I do anything as soon as I get home, and that if I have any tests, that I will study for them and make sure everything's caught up and check my grades.
Yeah, no, that's terrific. Hey, you've alluded to the fact that you want to be close to home in terms of a college, next year. You want
Mm.
to good coach and teammates, that is critical for you. That is the essential, as said for you, the nuts and bolts. To just talk, about that as well, Landon.
Yeah, it'd be like obviously like I want to go somewhere like where I can get the opportunity where someone wants me, like where I don't have to spend any money and stuff. So when I get older, I don't have to have the debt to worry about. But I do want to be like close to home, and I want to be around like a team that where like they're a good coaching staff, like they will help me and push me to get better every day. I also want
Yeah,
teammates too that will like will be there for you and that will push you every single day to get better. I just want to be around a good like overall team to where like
yeah,
I can like be with them, have fun with them, and win games as well. That's the
yeah.
only thing. That's what I care about the most.
Yeah, really having that culture, that structure in place. I think that's really, I think, again, essential, and it really does, mean a lot. Hey, you know that we live in a age of social media, so I had to ask you
Yeah,
to definitely post your highlight videos, your content on Twitter, using
yeah.
the various, social media platforms. I mean, how much of that has really paid off for you, like in terms of getting that attention, getting that, from college, coaches, you have recruiters and scouts out there, but the fact that you can put your work out there, your body of work, and
Mhm.
show people actually, like, look, this is, the type of player, I can be at the next level. Just, if you can, speak to that as well.
Yeah, last year I started had this one. He's one of my best friends. He films for me, so like
Okay.
like being able to like film that and put highlights up on Twitter. I guess like it slowly like started getting noticed, especially like I started having people coming up to me. I got invited to a lot of college showcases this summer. I went to a few this summer, and then
Mm-hmm.
now like posting my highlights and stuff. A lot more people saw me, and it was able to get in contact with like a lot of college coaches and a lot of college recruiters to be able to help me, like people like you and stuff. So it
Yeah.
really does help to post your highlights and stuff.
Yeah, no, I definitely, just utilizing it makes such a, again, significant, difference, in terms of really, as we know how competitive it's out there, but the fact that, you're able to, sort of separate yourself. Hey, support from families, again, it carries, again, a lot of meaning. What is that support throughout this academic, this athletic, but especially this, specifically this basketball journey? What has your family meant to you here?
It's been a lot. I don't think I would, kind of be at the school I'm at right now because, of the family I have because I wouldn't have the opportunity. So it's
Hmm.
a private school, so it
Yeah,
involves money to be able to go there. I've had help with, helping out with my highlights and stuff. Having like friends and stuff, close family friends, help me to be able to get there, supporting me all through my way. So,
hmm,
with them, I'm very thankful for all that.
yeah. No, it's, again, it's fabulous to hear. I know your dream is to, play college basketball, Landon. It said,
Yeah,
you mentioned before that basketball has been the sport since you were very little that you played, and
yeah,
that you haven't hit your ceiling. It said, and the fact that you're not the biggest, and I definitely think you're skilled. So you may not there,
yeah,
but the fact that you bring that hustle and effort, as you said, and whatever role again, a coach wants you to do, you're willing to, as said, meet that challenge on. But talk about
yeah,
that. I mean, the fact that sometimes you're going up against some of the biggest players, some of the maybe more talented, but the fact that you're hanging in there, that you have hung in there, that the fact that you've again flourished on the court. I mean, the numbers, speak for themselves. But just talk about this. I mean, that the fact that this time next year, that that's what you want to do, front and center, is play college basketball.
yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna be like one of the probably the smallest guys on the court for my size and stuff. But like,
Yeah,
if someone really does want me, I'm gonna be play for them. Whatever role they put me at, I will, play for them. If I have to be like, if I have to sit on the bench and not starting, and I go in later in the game and stuff to try to make an impact, I'll do it. But
yeah,
if I'm starting on some school, then I'm still gonna make an impact either way. I'm gonna like, bring like a coachable attitude. I'm still gonna like hustle and put effort anytime, any minute and second I get into a game. Even
yeah.
though I'm gonna go as against bigger guys, I'm still willing. I'm not scared. I'm still willing to like, go out there and play.
Yeah, that's a tremendous, as said, attitude to have, and like, just again, displaying that and that determination. I was wondering, with all the pressures that you have, in terms of academics, athletics, you need to kick back, you need to relax. So what wondering what you do like in your spare time, just when you have those, moments. What do you do, Landon, just to like, sort of like clear your head, just like, I mean, because you obviously need that. Again, I mean, there's
Yeah.
so much on your plate. So I'm wondering for you personally, what you were
Yeah.
able to do.
I mean, basketball's still kind of my thing, so I will sometimes, just go out and hang out with friends, play ball, just like, because like,
Yeah,
I mean, there's a big difference between hanging out with friends, playing ball, and like being in actual games. A lot more pressure and stuff. But
yeah,
overall, I mean, just in my spare time to relax, I'll kind of just chill at home with my family, or like I'll just go out and hang out with friends for a little bit. Even my basketball teammates, just so we can keep chemistry and like
yeah.
we can be good friends with each other on and off the basketball court.
Yeah, that's nice to hear. Hey, before you get the final word and message here, I think you just absolutely set a great example and a role model for the younger kids and athletes out there. I'm wondering, again, we live, as I said, in such an ultra competitive, climate and world here. It's tough. I mean, you've been through it. Since you were little, to move up that ladder. So I'm wondering what you would say to the younger kids and athletes as they're trying to figure out and navigate these, turbulent waters in terms of
Yeah.
athletics and, especially basketball. What
Yeah.
would you say to them if they were going to watch this interview?
I mean, as like as what my freshman sophomore were pretty tough, being only winning like 2 or 3 games in 2 seasons, we really didn't do nothing.
Hmm.
Even if you are losing, don't get down on yourself. Don't lose confidence. Still be able to keep your confidence up and still like be that top role model for your team. Because if no one has energy, then if you don't have energy, your whole team ain't gonna have energy, and
Yeah.
it's like it kind of just transpires. But just still like you know as a Christian, as I would say, like God always has an opportunity for you, and it will come later on to you that you will find yourself at a good time. That's what for me happened. I'm very, very blessed to where I got now, to where I
Hmm.
was back then. But I would say like really put in the work. Just try to get better
Yeah.
every second, every like day you get. Just get better, push through everything, have confidence in yourself, and you can always get better, and you will get the opportunity, to play for a good team and win games.
Sound advice. Hey, I had to lighten up here because I had to ask you about this. I wanted to get it in before you get the last word. Named homecoming king. I mean that had to be one of the
Yeah.
biggest accomplishments. I
Yeah.
said right here in your senior year. Talk about that. How much that meant to you?
It meant a lot that like even off the basketball court, like people still see me as a role model and as a leader, like
Yeah,
on school and stuff. But to be honest, I didn't really expect myself to get
yeah,
that, because I mean I don't know, I don't want to like really tell myself that I want that, because I don't want to be that type of
yeah,
person. But I really did not expect myself to get that.
yeah.
I'm glad people around the school see me as a role model and a leader to everyone. I mean, it really made me feel good about myself. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, yeah, very humble. That I think that's really, again, terrific that you were, recognized, for that accolade. Hey,
Yeah,
Linda, you get the final word and message here for family, friends, teammates, and coaches on the Legacy Christian Academy Bowling Green
yeah,
team, student body, administration, athletic department, as well as the community. I know it's a lot to unpack there, but just I really want to give you the final word. Just like, I know that there are plenty of people that you want to thank here.
yeah. I was gonna say, thank you to my family for putting me to where I am now. Honestly, without them, I probably wouldn't be here, or be at that school right now. An opportunity I got. Thank you for just friends in general being with me. Even friends now that I've been with since elementary school, they still come and watch my games. So then be able to support me, I want to thank them as well. Like I want to thank like you and like all the people that have gave me the chance to be here to talk to you and stuff, and like people that have recognized me. Like I really thank them, because it really has got me somewhere when it comes to basketball. I think hopefully someday I can be somewhere and be on a team. So just say thank you.
Well said. You definitely represent the best of the best, and just again a true honor and privilege being able to speak with you, Landon, and
Yeah, thank you.
wishing you all the best the rest of your senior season here. at Legacy Christian Academy at Bowling Green, and can't wait to see what you do at the next level.
Yeah, thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you.